Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your February 4th forecast, astrology forecast by Monica Love Bits. My love bits, I'm here to give you your new reading for February 4th. Actually, your forecast. I always say reading, I mean forecast. Just want to discuss with you before we head on to the information that I'm going to be giving you, Capricorn. Please watch my video till the end. Don't just log on and watch for 2 minutes because I do have a bonus reading at the end that I'm going to be doing, which is for my oracle, from my oracle, my Egyptian oracle, and this is just to clarify any information that I'm talking to you about. So make sure you stay to watch the full video, like, comment, subscribe, and this helps me to connect with you more. So let's jump right into it. February 4th, there is a new moon happening in Aquarius, and I have really good news for you, Capricorn, because I know you've been going through a lot of crap lately. I see it in the charts. And it doesn't matter if you're rising or you're a sun or a moon, you have been going through some trials. You've kind of been quiet about it. You haven't been really talking about it. You kind of just like, you're letting things kind of drift away. You're kind of acting like you're busy and stuff like that. I can see that in the chart right here, right now, because the new moon's happening in your second house, and the second house is in regards to your finances. And your finances right now, recently they could have went through a lot of upheavals, especially in the summertime of last year, 2018. So you have a lot of changes happening there, but this new moon in particular is beautiful for you because it's a new beginning, and it's time to start something new in your finances, which it's aspecting Capricorn in your sign. So here's the thing. This is a message that I have for you, and I'm not going to take too long to explain it. It's very straightforward. Whatever you're doing right now, you might be holding yourself back. I'm going to be completely honest with you. You might be holding yourself back. Your attitude, the way you're acting, whatever you're doing, whatever you're involved in, I don't know what you're involved in, but it's not looking too good. You really have to be honest with yourself, and you really, really have to be disciplined, because I see here you want to be disciplined, but it's hard for you because, there's a lot of ups and downs for you right now. There's a lot of ups and downs for you right now. But here's the thing. This is what I'm going to explain to you as a Capricorn person. And I know many Capricorn people. I've had many Capricorn friends. And Capricorn people, they're smart people. I'm not going to say you guys are dumb. You guys are very smart. Okay. But here's the thing. You guys are going through a lot of ups and downs. And one of the things that is so important to know about going through ups and downs is you have to have patience. If you're just kind of expecting everything to happen right away for you, that's not how it works. You have to take your time. You have to really just be patient because, listen, Rome was not built in one day, okay? You might be frustrated with somebody. You might be frustrated with yourself. You might be frustrated with your finances. You may be frustrated with how people react to you or deal with you. But you have to have patience with them. And for you, you have the patience. You have the ability to be patient because you're a Capricorn. Your whole life is about patience. Capricorn, your whole life is about patience. Why? Because you're the goat. You're the mountain goat. Do you know what the mountain goat does? Okay. A lot of the things with people with astrology, they like to read their astrology in the newspaper. They read their astrology. They're like, oh, yeah, cool. Oh, I'm going to make money this month. Okay, yeah. But here's the thing that you need to know. You need to know that what your sign does. Okay, like for example, I'm a Leo. Lions are vicious. They tell it like it is. They don't back down. Study what a lion does. Study what the mountain goat does. How does a mountain goat act? What does the mountain goat eat? How does the mountain goat survive? That's what you need to be looking at, okay? Because that is how you have to be during the new moon. You have to be patient. You have to climb that mountain, whatever mountain you're looking to climb, whatever you're trying to achieve. You need to climb that mountain, but climb the mountain in a way where, you're taking your time. You're doing it in a timely fashion. You're not rushing around to, do something that you're eager to do and get finished. Okay. And, you know, you might, some of you, not all of you, some of you, I would say about 55%, half of you that are going to watch this video, half of you are depressed. You have some depression going on. You're probably doing some drugs or something like that. And you really got to stop doing that, because listen, if you don't maximize now, you're going to miss out on opportunities that are available to you. Because listen to this, okay? Even though you've been through a rough patch for the past few years, there's really good things coming for you in the coming year. And I'm going to be the one to report them to you. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to maximize these things, okay? My whole channel is about maximization. Let's maximize. Maximization, okay? Every single day. I don't care what day it is. You got to get out of bed. You got to push yourself. You got to work hard. Capricorn is about working hard. Do you know who's a Capricorn? LeBron James. Do you know how many times I've seen him fall on his ass and get back up again? You've fallen on your ass so many times, Capricorn, and you're looking at yourself like, why me? Why me? Why me? Oh, why me? Oh, why me? Get up. Don't complain. Be like the mountain goat and keep climbing. Keep going up that hill. And it doesn't matter what anybody says, keep going up that hill and keep going. Don't give up, okay? So that's my message, my main primary message to you, because Capricorn, like, I get it. I see the chart. You know, I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh, everything's fine. Like, you know, shit happens to people, okay? Shit happens. That's life. Life is not perfect. Life is not always going to be perfect for everybody. But again, it's how you deal, how you respond to the situation. If you respond to the situation positively, even though you're in a slump, even though you're in a rump, even though you feel like you're in a swamp and you can't get out, you need to make sure that you hold your head up high and you keep going. You know, even though you feel like you're a little bit stuck right now, or you could also feel like you've been working so much that you're not really getting what is owed to you. But that's going to change. That's going to change between now and next year, because Jupiter is in Sagittarius, is in your 12th house. So it feels like luck is very far away from you. Luck is in the 12th house. Luck is like it's like so far. You're like, where are you? But it's coming soon. It's coming, and it's going to be here soon. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's what. Watch my videos. Keep watching my videos. Make sure that you are logging in, you're subscribing, you're getting the notifications so that I can update you on all these new things. And if you work from now until next year, between now and next year with me, watch my videos, keep in touch with me, follow me, make sure you know what's going on. I guarantee you things are going to change in your life, like for the better, if they haven't already. Okay? So let's jump into the reading, the forecast, and then I'm going to do the reading. So make sure you stay till the end. Do not log off this video. Stay till the end so you can get your bonus reading. This is a bonus free reading that I'm adding in for every single sign. I don't always do this with my oracle. The oracle, by the way, is never wrong. Never. In the 100 years that I've been using it, I used it in my past life. I'm using it now. It's never been wrong, okay? So make sure you stay connected with me until the end. I'm going to show you a brief snapshot of the new moon that's happening. Now, the beautiful thing is that Saturn is in your sign. If you could see Saturn there, it's aspecting the new moon at 15 degrees. Okay, 15 degrees, and it's I believe it is a sextile, meaning it is, within 30 degrees. I think that's right. This new moon, I was going to say Scorpio, sorry. This new moon, Capricorn, is extremely important for you because it's all about you. Okay, it's all about you. It's all about you because your ruler is Saturn, and Saturn is being aspected by the new moon. So the universe is calling you out. Out of every single sign, the universe is calling you out, and it's saying, look, okay, there's some crap that you're doing. You had the lunar eclipse to get rid of it. Now we're in a new moon. You have to start fresh. You got to start feeling good about yourself. You got to start believing in yourself again. Listen, you can heal your body. Whatever pain you have in your body, whether it's in your heart, your mind, your soul, whatever, You can heal that, but you have to be willing to heal it. Are you willing to heal your body? Do you get up every day and do your affirmations and say, I'm healed? This pain that I have inside my body, I can get rid of. Do you say that to yourself every day? Because if you don't, then, you're not maximizing your power. You do have power. Okay, Saturn is one of the harshest planets. It's like a harsh planet in astrology. It's a very, very harsh planet. If you're born, with a rising Capricorn, sun Capricorn, or moon Capricorn, you are here to learn how to be strong. You're here to learn how to be strong. This is why you were born. You have to, I'm sorry to say this, you probably don't want to hear it, but you have to work harder than everybody else if you want what you want. But the beautiful thing about it is that once you do work hard, like, people look at you and they're like, whoa, like, do you see how people look at LeBron James? They look at LeBron James like they wear his jersey. He's on LA Lakers. Do you know how shit LA Lakers are doing right now? Just because LeBron James isn't there. It's because he has worked so hard and he's developed that fan base for many years. It's not like it just happened, like he woke up and then he had his fan base and people were wearing his jersey. No, he worked hard for that. Okay, so that's the same thing with you. You need to work hard to get to where you want to get to in order to realize the goals that you have. And they are possible. They are very, very possible. But here's the thing. You cannot sit down and wait for somebody else to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. And that's another thing that could be challenging for Capricorns, especially around this new moon, because you might feel a little powerless. But here's the thing. You might feel powerless now, but when the new moon hits, you're not going to feel powerless anymore. You're going to feel positive. You're going to feel like you could do it. You're going to push yourself forward if, and this is a big if, circle this with a capital circle, capital if, IF capital, if you are disciplined and responsible. Because I think some of you are not being responsible. You're not being disciplined. You're kind of just doing your own thing. And the reason why you're doing your own thing is because there's so many ups and downs in your life. Like, sometimes when there's so many ups and downs in our life, we're like, forget it. I'm just going to go do what I want to do. Like, you can't be like that, especially now, because if you don't have the discipline and structure, then you're kind of just wasting you're wasting your time. You're wasting your abilities. You're just throwing everything to the side. And that's not cool. That's not cool, Cap. It's not cool. Straight up, it's not cool. Like, Monica Love Bits is going to tell you straight up, that's not cool. You need to really buckle down and have some responsibility in your life. And if you're leaving your family out of the loop, that's something that you shouldn't be doing. You should be communicating with them as well too, right? Like, family is important, because I think you kind of left them out of the loop for a while on what's going on with you. Some of you, not all of you. That's not going to apply to all of you, but some of you, that's been the case. But for all of you, like 100%, I would say 90% of you guys have been through some crap in the last few years, and you still are going through some crap. And some of you who kind of just sat on your laurels and you're like, whatever, like, I would say about 85 to 90% of you are going through some things right now. Either you're healing your body, or you're getting over drugs, or you're trying to whatever it may be. There's a transformation happening within you. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's something inside of you that's changing as a person. So it might be through your emotions. If you're moon cap, if you're a sun cap, it's more on the individual egotistical level. And if you're rising, it's everybody seeing the changes that are happening to you right now. And that's what I have for Capricorn. But here's the thing, just to recap, because I'm going to move on to the reading very soon. But before I do that, there's a big opportunity for you to fix your money situation in February with the new moon. So that's February 4th. And there's a lot of communication around your finances as well too. So that opportunity may come through your discipline and your structure. If you have discipline and structure, then, like, if you organize yourself and you you know, you don't let your mind take over, because a lot of the times people let their minds take over and control them, and you can't have that. You got to be able to control your mind. Okay, so let's do some clarification cards with the Oracle. I'm going to pull up 3 different cards: card 1, card 2, and card 3. Card 1, card 2, and card 3. What I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to pick a question. Now, the question needs to be an open-ended question. If you are just like, pretty much if you are asking a yes or no question, I don't recommend that. I recommend you asking a question that's open-ended. So for example, it could be like, how's the job going to turn out? Or how's this new girl going to be when I meet her? Or how's this new guy going to be when I meet her? Or what can I expect for my finances in February 4th? That's actually a really good question. I would ask that. What am I going to expect for my finances? Or can you give me a sign of what I need to look out for my finances for February 4th? So what do I need to do? That's a really good question. If I was a Capricorn, I would ask that question. So then what you're going to do is you're going to pick either card 1, card 2, or card 3. And based on that, I'm going to read what the card has to say. If the card's a little confusing and I feel like the message hasn't gotten out to you, what I will do is I'll clarify that card, and I will shuffle again, and I will pull out a second card as well too. So just understand that I'm only the medium. I'm not picking out the cards for myself. I do shuffle them here. You can see me shuffling them, and when if the card falls out, then I will use that card. If it doesn't fall out, then I will pick a card myself when I feel like the universe is ready to speak. So that's how that's going to work. Now, the next thing I want to mention also is that this oracle, it's an ancient Egyptian oracle. I've been using this oracle for like over 100 years. I used it in my past life. I'm using it now. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm always going to be honest with you, dead honest. It's never wrong. This oracle is never wrong. Like it's usually, I would say 99.99999% right. And if it's not, if it's not right, then there's something wrong with you because it works for me all the time. I'm just going to say that that's what it is. I just want to be clear on that. And yeah, so let's move forward with the reading that's going to clarify the forecast that I gave you in regards to your finance. So remember, I mentioned finance. I mentioned discipline on your part, and also a bit of things going on with your, was it the family I said? Let me just double check. Yeah, no, I meant communication. Your communication's a little off. You need to, yeah, that's what I said, communication. It wasn't family. If I said family, that was the wrong thing. I meant to say communication. So you need to communicate more if you want to maximize this new moon and benefit your finances, okay? So I'm going to jump into it right now. What message, and also before we get started, make sure that when you say your question, you say it out loud. Like for example, if you're asking about your finances, you might say, how is this new moon going to affect my finances for February 4th? Okay. So I'm going to shuffle the cards right now, and I'm going to ask the universe, what messages do you have for Capricorn for February 4th for their new moon in regards to their question? What messages do you have for Capricorn, the hardworking, industrious sign? And 2 cards fell out. 2 cards right here. Okay, so what are they? I like them. Looks good. First card, intellect. Something about your communication needs to be cleared up. And projection. So there's something that needs to be projected. But I will read the cards for you. I'm going to pull up the oracle here. Let's see. So we got intellect is the first one. So there's something about your communication here, Cap, that, as I mentioned before, just bear with me. I'm going to pull it up right now. Here we are. Okay. So that's cubit number 2. And number 2 in astrology represents your second house, which is the house of money, which is what I was talking to you about, the new beginnings. Okay, shyness and introspection. We have a tendency to keep in the background and keep our feelings very much to ourselves. This attitude is certainly not justified, as our inner sensitivity is working at a high level of intensity, and we arrive at conclusions not solely from an exercise of logic, but from feelings that spring from the subconscious. This kind of energy is of considerable value to those in a creative profession. As the intellect is the mold into which we pour the half-formed promptings of the unconscious, we have to allow the intellect the privilege of working in harmony with the intuition. Okay, so there's something about introspection here. So, what I'm getting from that is that you need to communicate more. So instead of being in the shadows and kind of just doing your own thing, you need to communicate what you want and how you want things to go. And I don't mean just like with other people, I mean to yourself, like getting up every day and being like, I am healthy, I am beautiful, I am strong. Like you need to be saying those things and not just kind of letting your life kind of go on its own tangent. You need to have control and you need to have strength in this time, Capricorn. It's very crucial for you. Okay, so now we're going to move on to projection. And projection, I'm assuming there's something that you need to project out into the world. Maybe you have an idea that you've wanted to do to build up your finances, but you haven't pursued it and you need to pursue it. That's just my take on it. That's the download that I'm getting right now. But that could also be, it could be also pertaining to something completely different. So this is Cubit 28, and 8 plus 2 equals 10. So 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so we're going with self. This projection has something to do with yourself. There's something you need to project out into the world. Like I said, if you have an idea or you have something that you've been dying to do, you need to push forward to do that. So I'm going to read it. It's projection. It's called awareness and synthesis. We are able to take a holistic view of ourselves and the situation around us. This is an excellent cubit for financial and material matters, as our judgment is accurate and we have an inherent sense of value that allows us to judge the true worthy of anything. Coupled with this is an ability to negotiate terms and conditions of sale. If property is being considered, then now would be the time to take advantage of this cubit, which benefits both buyers and sellers and suggests mutual satisfaction from the transaction. That's pretty straightforward. All right, so that's the answer for that. Yep. So there's something that you want to do. Maybe you're selling something, maybe you're selling your property, something. But there's definitely something that you want to get going, and you need to get going on that. That's the new moon, February 4th. That's the time that you should be doing it, okay? So for those Capricorns that picked card number 2, make sure that you let your question be known out to the universe. As I shuffle the deck, I'm going to pull out one card. And like I said, if the card is not clear, I'm going to pull out another card. Sometimes 2 cards drop out. Usually I get 2 cards that drop out, but if it's only one and I think it's pretty straightforward, I'm going to move on to the next one, okay? So what messages do you have for Capricorn for February 4th in regards to their new moon that's going to be happening in their second house? What messages do you have for Capricorn for February 4th, where it's going to be happening in Aquarius? What are the messages for Cap? Messages for Capricorn. Cap, 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 cap. Messages for Capricorn. And we got imagination. I don't know if we got that card yet. I don't think we got that card, no. Yeah, imagination for card number 2. That's pretty straightforward. Imagination. You got to have more imagination. Okay, let's see. 23. That means the house of romance, the house of children, sex, animals. So it says learn to compromise. So maybe in a romance that you have to learn to compromise. That could just be, that's just my opinion. It doesn't have to be right. It will be right for some of you, not all of you. Okay, learn to compromise. We are reaching for perfection and we are in no mood for compromise. Like the artist, we wish to materialize our inspirations in the form in which they were originally conceived. Compromise will not be a word that fits with our thinking at this time. If we want our plans to reach a satisfactory conclusion, we will have to accept that others Other factors have to be taken into consideration before we can move forward, and we will have to adopt a more flexible attitude to acquire the cooperation of other people. Okay, so you need to cooperate somewhere with somebody if you want to move forward. That's something to do with cooperation. It's very important that you cooperate. Okay, I will pull out another card just because I do have a little bit of extra time. So I'll pull out another card just to clarify, and then I'm going to move on to number 3. Oh. So I'm going to just ask the question, can you please clarify the imagination card that Capricorn got for February 4th? Okay, just clarify it for me. Art number 3. I think that has something to do with money, if I'm not mistaken. But I will read it to you. Competition and aggression. Art number 3, that's communication, the house of communication. This art represents our power source. It signifies our basic life force and drive, which aligns itself with the force of nature in the external world. If we consider this art to be the fuel that propels us through life, then we will understand that if we use it with discretion, it will not be able to overrun our conscious control, but help us achieve our goals. Naturally, this art controls our health and will indicate when attention is required in this area. The energy of this art can be dangerous if anger is aroused, since the less manageable and undesirable destructive impulses might be brought to the fore. When this occurs, we might find that we become accident-prone or easily led into quarrelsome situations. So I think that clarifies what you need to do. It has something to do with your health, and the imagination card was something to do with compromise. So, the message I'm getting here is, do you really want to compromise your health? So like I said, getting up every day and saying those affirmations. As soon as you get out of bed, I am strong, I am happy, I'm beautiful, I'm whatever you need to do to up your energy. That's what you need to do, Cap. Those are for you who picked number 2. Okay, now we're going to move on to card number 3. Okay, so make sure that for those of you who picked number 3 that you are saying your question out loud and believing in the question and believing to connect with the universe, okay? What message do you have for Capricorn? What message do you have for Capricorn for February 4th, new moon in Aquarius, happening in the 2nd house, the money house? What message do you have for Capricorn? We need to hear a message right now from you, universe. Please come down and let us know what the message is. Message for February 4th for Caps. Capricorn, new moon in Aquarius. New moon in Aquarius. Okay. This is a tough one, guys, but I'm going to clarify it. Loss. Okay. Don't turn the video off now because you don't like the card. I'm going to clarify it. Calm down. Okay, number 9, that's expansion. So what I'm getting here before I even read this, I'm getting that there might be something that you're losing, but then you're going to gain something. Okay? Because number 9 represents expansion. Okay? Let's see what it says. It says emotional hurt. Somebody's hurt from something. Okay? Relationships are poorly defined, and within this area of our life, we may well suffer loss of disenchantment. We are very idealistic at this moment, and if we do not exercise sufficient care, we will find that others may be found to exhibit faults in which we have blinded ourselves in the past. It will be to our advantage if we do not place too much reliance on other people at this time, since they seem to be unable to fulfill our expectations. Another possibility is that although we have our own hurt to deal with, we are faced with someone whose burden is heavier and more pressing than our own. Okay, that's pretty straightforward, but I'm going to clarify the card because that's a pretty heavy card. And like I said, Capricorns are going through some intense times right now, so I will clarify the card for you. But like I said, like when you're going through hard times, it doesn't mean, lock yourself away and like think your life's over. It's not true. You have to get up and keep going. Keep going, Capricorn. Mountain goat, keep going up that hill. You're going to eventually get to the top, okay? So come on, let's do this. What is the clarification for loss? This card loss that I got for Capricorns for February 4th. Something you have to let go, Cap. You got to let go whatever that old relationship you have, or, that old crappy job you had, or the health problems you have. You got to let it go because you will get better, okay? What is the message that you have for Capricorn? We need to hear a message to clarify this loss card. Okay. Okay. Reserve. Reserve. Okay, so that's the clarification card. It's pretty straightforward to me, it sounds. But we're going to make sure we clarify this quickly. See what it says here. Oh, here we are. Okay, 25, which is 7. 7 equals partnerships. Something to do with a partner. That's what it's telling me. Introspection. So you might be because of some partner. Not all of you, some of you. Okay, we are going through a reflective phase. Others may find us detached and unfeeling. But the reserve is true. Our feelings are running very deep, but we are certainly not going to put them on display for public approval. In particular terms, this is the time of withdraw so that we can evaluate our position. If we detach ourselves from events and view them from a distance, we can see the overall pattern and not just local detail. It is not a good time to share a confidence or indulge in idle gossip, as our words will be misconstrued and twisted to our detriment. Capricorn, you got to let something go and you got to move on from this situation, okay? You know, with love from me, as always, from Monica Lovebits, I love you guys so much. And, you know, you can always comment to me down below. You can always follow and connect with me. I'm definitely here to send love to you guys. I'm always here to guide as many people as I can. I'm here for support, as always. So, you know, don't feel like you're stuck in this situation. This situation will pass. And I'm going to be having more forecasts for you coming up. So please stay connected with me as much as you can. Always watch my videos until the end so you make sure you get all the full details, okay? Capricorn, I wish you all the best. February 4th, new moon is coming up in with your finances. Please maximize this. Come back, rewatch this video after February 4th or around February 4th just to make sure that you're maximizing to the fullest. And again, I wish you all the best. And please, 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 please do your affirmations and stay connected with me, okay? Thanks for watching, and I wish you guys all the best.